Okay, is my screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now okay, the VMs are started. Let me start the application.
Yeah, Musavar, am I audible now? Is it fine now?
Yes, Ram, it's audible now.
Okay.
Okay, so we are now logging to our application server. Let us see where we had left yesterday. Okay, so yesterday we completed till the printers part. We saw how to add printers in your application system. We saw how to add a classic printer, which will print to your default printer on your front end PC. Okay, on your front end computer, that is on the PC on which the SAP GUI application or program is installed. So you have we have created two types of printer, the classic printer and the control track printer. The classic printer will not ask you on which printer to print. It will directly go and print on the default printer. The control tag will give you a screen or a pop-up window to select the printer on which you want to print the output. Before that, we also saw how to change the time zone of the system, this and now let us start with the package, how to create a package in your system. Now what happens most of when you're doing for the related to development part, when you create new objects or when you create new types of tables and coding programs and all, what you need some type of a package. You can also relate this package to a folder or a directory, like how you have a folder or directory to keep your files in a related in an arranged manner. So same you can have your package also, where you can keep all your related objects and everything. Or also you can have a package related to module wise. For example, for HR they will have their own package. So whatever changes they make, whenever it asks to assign a package, they will select the package which is relevant to their module. Is this point clear?
Yes.
Okay, so now we have this T code SC20. Actually, there are 3 T codes for it. You can do the same, you can call the same program using 3 different T codes. Okay, SC21, SPAC, and S package. So if I call SC21, okay, so this is the screen for creating the package. Okay, and if you call the other T code, okay, well, one, if you want to check which program is this, see, we have only executed the T code, but how will you come to know which program is this screen coming from? If you want to see, you can click on the small arrow icon facing downwards on this right side, click on it, and here you can see the program over here. So it is SAP LPB entry. This is the program which this T code has called. Okay, and the transaction which has called this program or this screen is the SC21. Now let me open the S/O SPAK. Okay, again you can see both of the screen are same. No changes in the screen, only the calling T code is changed. If you see on this one, you will see that the T code was SC21. If you check the second one, you will see that the T code here is SPAK. And if you check the program is the same only, no change in the program. Both the T codes are calling the same program. Even if you call this one SPACK S package, again you will see it is the same screen, no change. If you see the details over here, so it is also calling the same program, SAP LPB entry, and the transaction is S package. So here you can see that for the same program, you have 3 different transaction codes assigned to it. Okay, so it's up to you, whichever T code is like comfortable, you are comfortable with as per your convenience, you can use that T code. So we'll stick to SC21. Okay, and now what we are going to do is that we need to, in the package name, in the package field, give the package name as Z basis. So what we are going to do, we are going to create a package by the name as Z basis. Now also understand the concept of Z over here. In SAP, wherever you are making any changes or you are creating a new any kind of configuration or setting, so it is not required, but it is like a good practice to add a Z to it. The reason of adding Z means, it means that this is a this is a customized object or customized setting configuration done by the customer. Okay, these are also called as Z object, the Z customizations, anything which is related to the customer related changes. So here we are creating a package by the name as basis. If you want to see what existing packages are there in the system, you can click on this search icon and click on enter. On this screen, selection screen, if you don't have any selection, just click on enter. So can you see here, it says more than 500 input options. These are all the packages which are already there in the system, and these are called as SAP standard packages. Okay, these are the different SAP standard packages. Now if you want to see all the packages, I think we need to make a bigger let it make 5,000 instead of 500. Let me click on OK. Okay, it still says more than 5,000 input option. It means 5,000 is not there are more than 5,000 packages available in the system. Now let me make it 50,000. Let's see what happens. No, I cannot make more than, I cannot make give more than 30. So let me do one thing. Let me make it 9,000. Let me check how many are there. Okay, more than 9,000. Again, here there are more than now 9,000 options available. I think here now you don't have any options to check for now. If you want to see all the packages, you might have to do some filtering. You have to run the filter over here. Transport layer software company have to do some filtering, and after that only you can see the packages over here. So you can see there are more than 10,000 packages in your existing system. Yeah, these are the different types of packages. So let us now check for the Z packages. Now let us come here and check for the Z star. Let us see how many Z packages are there in the system. Okay. Okay, so there is only one package by the name as Z001. This is only one package for Z. So we are going to create a Z package for SAP. Sorry, Z package for basis. Okay, for basis related activities. Anywhere where it will wherever it will ask you to for a package name, we will use this package Z basis. So here given the package name, give the name of the package, short description. Now you have to click on create. Okay, here you have not given package, give the name of the package and then click on create. When you click on create, it will give you this pop-up window. In the pop-up window, you can see that the field for short description is mandatory, compulsory. So here in the short description, give this package for basis components. So we are giving the short description package for basis components and click on OK, continue. Okay, so now it is asking you for to create a TR. It is asking to create a TR. Click on create TR. Okay, here you have to give a description or some text, short text for your describing what exactly is this TR for. So we are giving it package Z basis for basis components. Okay, this is a TR. Now click on save and a new TR will be created. Okay, so here it is. Now it is showing the TR number 6 and this is a short description for your TR. Now just click on OK, continue. When you click on OK, that package Z package is now created. It will create the Z package. So this is your Z package. Sorry, this is your Z basis package. If you see over here, this is your Z basis package. It has been created. No need to make any changes inside the package. Just come out of over here. And now if you go and search for the Z star, if you check for Z star packages, now you can see the Z basis package in the Z list. Okay, is it clear?
Yes.
Okay, so we have created a package. So it's very simple. You have to go in this T code. You have to give the name of the package that you want to create and click on the create button. You have to provide a short description for the package and then it will ask you to create a TR. At the TR screen, you just have to give a short description and save it. The TR will be created. How to check if the TR is created? You can go into SE01, SE09 or SE10, whatever is good for whatever you feel comfortable. So let me check it SE10. If I go in SC10, you can click or it will show you. Okay, so this is a selection criteria for the user SAP admin. It will show all the TRs which has been which is created by the user SAP admin. It will show you the customizing TRs and the workbench TRs, not the TR transport of copies and relocations. Then the request status, it will show you both the modifiable and the released. If you want to further bring down the selection, then you can also select on this released when, released since yesterday, since last 2 weeks, last 4 weeks, select a date. So you can select a date for the release also. So but since we have not released so much TR, so I'm not selecting any release date. I'll just click on display. So when you click on display, you see, you can see all the TRs over here. If you see, if you mark this short tick mark, if you see this tick mark, it means that this TR has been released. this TR has been released. So this is the client in which the TR was created. The TR was created in client 000. And this is the type of the TR. The type of the TR is workbench TR. The next system, in which system will it be visible after you release the TR? So it will be visible under the S4Q system. And this is the TR number. This is the number of the TR, and if you click on this plus icon, this is the number of the text, the task, the subtask. This is a subtask, and this is also released. Okay, now if you go, if you see for this development, if you see for the 100 client, if you check for the 100 client, this is for your 100 client development. In here, you can see two types of TR category. One is your workbench TR category, and the other is your customizing TR category. So there are two types of TR. Okay, here also the next system is your S4Q quality, because this is how we have configured the transport route. And if you see this TR, it is still modifiable. Both these TR types are still modifiable, means you can still add more changes into this TR. These are the TR numbers. Okay, these are the TR numbers, and if you see, they are not been released yet. It has not been released yet. These TRs are not released yet. Okay, so now if you want to see the subtask of this, you can click over here and check the subtask. If you want to release it, you can release this TR directly from here. And once you release this TR, then if you go into ST, okay, it will be visible under S4Q. If you see over here, the next system is S4Q. So if you go into the import queue, if you go into the import queue S4 of S4Q, you will see the release TRs over here. So right now only we have only one release TR, that is 002, the 002 or the first TR, which is only visible over here. The other two are not visible in this list because they have not been released yet. Even if you click on refresh, it will not be visible. Okay, so this is a TR for the client export. Don't confuse with this one. Yesterday we started a client export, so this is the TR for that, and it has failed because we canceled the client export. Okay, so let me again refresh it. Nothing. So these two TRs are not visible in the list. If you want to make this TRs visible in the list, then what you need to do is that you need to go and select the subtask. Okay, the last time someone asked me whether what happens when we directly try to release the TR without releasing the subtask. I don't remember who asked this question.
Yeah, I am asked this question here.
Yes, so see, if you, for example, this is the TR, this is the TR number, and this is the task. So let me go and directly try to release the TR, not the subtask. So let me now, when I'm going over here and clicking on release directly. See, can you see the error message? Referencing task.
Yes.
It's opening. So actually, it's not an error. It's you can say it's a logical error. It means it is saying you that this subtask is not yet released. So only after you release the subtask, you will be able to release the TR. So what now I'm going to do is that I'm going to first release this subtask. Let me release this subtask. Okay, it's released now. Now I will go into, and I will select the TR, and now I will release the TR. Okay, so let me just refresh the screen. So you can see it has been released successfully. If you want to check any logs, you can go into go to and you can check the action log. Okay, what is that release and these details about it. I think the utilities, change display log, environment, transfer. Okay, nothing. So come back over here. Now you can see that this TR has been released. What is TR? The package Z basis for SAP component. Now if you go in the second system S4Q, and if you click on refresh, can you see this TR is now visible in your import queue? You can select this TR and click on F9. It will select this TR. So you can see that this TR is now visible in the import queue of S4Q. Okay, all the systems which are there in the transport route will have their own import queue. So it is, if you see over here, this TR is now visible in the import queue of system S4Q, the quality system. Okay, So it is visible now. Again, if you want to check for the other TR, if I go and release the other TR, that is for the set system time zone. First, I am releasing the subtask. Okay, the subtask is released. Now I am releasing the TR. If I release the TR now, okay, just click on refresh. Done. Come back. You can see that all this TR has been released. Both of this TR has been released. As we see, if you mark the status has automatically changed over here. If you mark the status, it has now changed. Previously it was modifiable, now it has changed to released. Same year also, whichever TR has been released, it will be, the status will change to release. Okay, now if you go back, if you change the status from if you uncheck this release the checkbox, if you click on display, you won't be seeing any TRs over here, because there are no TRs in this system which is in the state modifiable. And if you go back, if you uncheck modifiable and check release, you will see all the TRs in here which have been released, which have the status released. Okay, now coming back to your system S4 queue. Now if you again refresh this import queue, see, till now we only have the three TRs, 1, 2, 3. Again, if you refresh it, you will see the TR number 4 visible on your import queue. Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay, so these are the, so now what you can do is that if you want to import this TR into your system S4 queue, you just have to select the TR anywhere in the line, anywhere you can select it. So anywhere, like here you can select this TR. Okay, and you can click on the import icon, which is not visible here because this is not an actual system. This is a virtual system, so hence you will not see the option to import the TR here in this list. So but in your system you'll have the icon available, the truck icon. So after selecting this TR, just click on the truck icon and it will ask you for a option for importing. So you have to provide the details and you just click on import and will start importing in your S4 queue system. Okay, if in case if you want to import multiple TRs, then you can select the TR and then click on F9 or this icon select. Again click on the other TR which you want to import along with it. So you can see two TRs have been selected. One is the third and the fourth. If you want to select the first one also, click on it and again click on the this icon. So you will see that three TRs have been selected, the first, the third and the fourth. Now you can click on the truck icon and all the selected TRs will be imported into the system simultaneously. Okay, so normally this is not like a normal practice that you need to release all the TR at one go. Okay, only if the developer requests you to do so. If the developer says you please import these two TRs, okay, number 1, 2, 3 and the number 4, 5, 6 together. Okay, then only you need to select those TRs together and then click it and then import it into one go. Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay.
What if like when we importing the TR multiple TRs at the same time? Okay, what impact it will be there?
See, normally what happens is you just don't want to confuse or complex the system. In case, for example, there are two TRs and both are using or changing the same package, or sorry, not the package, the same object. Okay, for example, there is a TR which is making any changes to a table, for example TBL123. Again the other TR also is making changes to the same table and might be to the same set, the data set also for the table TBL123. So if you import the both the TRs at the same time, it might make some non-expecting results in the system. That is the best I can say it like that. So it is always better to import the TRs one by one in the system until and unless it is requested by the developer. Okay, and also in some cases the developer might also give you a sequence also. Please import the following TRs in the this system in the same sequence. So for example, you might have for here in this system, if you see, We have three tiers, 1, 2, 3, 4, but the developer might give you a sequence, something like first import the tr number 4, this number 004, then import 002, and then import 006. If this is the sequence what the developer has requested you, please follow that sequence only, because because the developer knows, okay, the maybe I think he has created a tr before, but maybe something was missing. So if to correct that issue, he has corrected a new tr which will create the following object, and then only when you import the second tr it will be successful. Okay, if you don't follow the order, it might create it will give you error while importing the tr. Okay, maybe it will give you unknown object, unknown table, or unknown something not defined in the system, column missing, something error in there while importing the tr. Okay, is that clear?
Yes.
Okay, now let us go to the second option, which is your logon screen text. Okay, now if you see over here in this, when you click on any connection, when you open the connection over here, you can see that this is your login screen. This is your login page or the login screen. If you see, there is no information on this screen. Okay, so in case if you want to put some information in the screen to like advise the users, or to like inform the user of something and see, or warn the user of some anything, or like so you can put the message on this screen, this login screen, so that before the user can log into the system, you have informed him about the any information, anything which you want to alert the user. Okay, so now for example, how we'll do that? So this is the SAP note for this. If you want to see any details about it, you can go open this SAP note and read it. Or you can, and for creating that, you can directly go into the T code SE61. Open the T code SE61. So this is the screen for edit documents initial screen. So from here, you can change the text for your initial screen. So now what you will do, document class tx general text. So here you will select what is this is the document class. If you see, this is your document class. So by default, the document class selected is data element. Click on this button over here, and you will see all the document class which are there in the existing document class. So you have to select tx. So this is the tx document class, general text. Select this, double click on it. So now you can see that the document class selected is general text. Now name, what name do you want to provide for this information that you are going to create for the initial screen? So I'm giving the name as Z login screen underscore info, and this is a you cannot change the name of this what I've selected, Z login underscore screen underscore info. If you make any changes, the information on your initial screen will not be visible. So just follow this exact naming convention. Okay, after giving this over here, you need to click on create F5. So here is it, create F5. Just click on create. You have to change the document class, give the name of the document, and then you need to click on change. Now you see this screen over here. On this screen, you can enter this data. Okay, I have just some test data, I have test information or test I have prepared over here. Don't directly paste it from your Excel sheet. First copy it into your text file, and then again copy it and then paste it into your SAP screen. So can you see all the screen has come over here? These are some tags. If you notice the first one, the @ and in under something and then @. So these are some tags. So these tags, when it is visible in your initial screen, it will change to some kind of icons. So you can say these are some shortcut or some tags for icons, and this is the text that will be visible. Okay, so for example, I'm putting a welcome message, welcome to this company, Solitex Technologies Limited, and then information. So this is the information section. So here you can make it as this is a system, which system you are connecting to, SAP S4 HANA 2020 development, the SID of this system, the client number of this system, default client for this system. Then you are giving some warning, use only your user ID to log into the system. Please don't share your password with anyone. Then you are giving some health and support information. So these are the basic information, for example, that you may want to put on your initial screen. Okay, don't save it as of now. You have to make one more change over here. So if you have to change this star, which is for default paragraph, you have to go down and you need to select this line feed slash. We have to select this line feed slash. Okay, so please make these changes in all everywhere, because if you don't select this option, it will the text on your initial screen will be a mess. Okay, it will not be visible as you have expected to be visible on the screen. So I am putting this slash everywhere. I cannot copy paste it, that is the problem. Okay, so for this job you require a little bit of patience. Okay, so ultimately it has been done. So this is the last line. So I clicked on everything. Now you can, what you can do is here you can click on save. Once you click on save, see, once you click on save, you can see it is asking you for the package. In which package do you want to add this information? Okay, this is the object, it will be created, and this is the package that you need for this object. So if you see over here, when it's asking for the package, you need to select your Z basis package that you have created in the previous step. Okay, and this, after that you can just click on save. Now it is asking you for the TR. It is asking for the TR. So now you when this TR over here, I think instead of this information here, let me bring it here. So after when you okay, after when you click on, when you save, when you click, when you provide the basis package, it will ask you for the TR. So here you can create a new TR, because we have already released all the TR. We have already released all the TR. There are no modifiable TRs available in the system. So now what we'll do, we'll create a new TR. See, it is up to you. Okay, it is up to you requirement. What you can do is that instead of creating every single TR for every changes, you can create one master TR. Okay, now master TR doesn't mean you need anything special kind of technical changes for that. Or what I'm saying is that you can create one TR and give the name as something initial configuration, SAP system initial configuration, post installation steps on activities, task, anything. And whatever changes you are doing in the post installation, okay, in all this initial configuration, you can add all this TR in the all these changes into that one TR, and after the final configuration of all the initial steps, you can release that TR and you can import it into your next system. You can have this approach also, that is also okay. But sometimes what happen, for example, if you have done 7 to 8 or some 15 changes into your application, sorry, 15 changes into the development system. Okay, all these changes have been captured in only one TR. Okay, now in case if you come to know, okay, if I don't want to make any, if out of these 15 changes, 2 or 3 changes are not related to system S4Q. You don't want these changes to be imported into S4Q system. Not now, since you have put all the changes in one TR, you don't have that option. Okay, you don't have that option to remove them from the TR. You have to import that TR in the S4Q system. Those changes will be imported. Again, you have to make some corrective changes in the development system, and then again move the corrective TR to your quality system for reverting back the changes for the 2 or 3 changes. So it is always better to create individual TRs for that related changes. Okay, so for example, if I created 15 TRs for my SAP initial configuration related changes. If I can identify, okay, I only need to import 10 TRs into the next system, I will only import the 10 TRs. Maybe I need to keep 2 or 3 TRs into hold. Maybe after it is becomes clear, then only I will import it. So here in creating multiple TRs, you have a flexibility. Okay, so it's better to have like multiple TRs, create multiple TRs, but it's not mandatory. It's up to you. So here I'm creating a short description for BC login screen information. So now I'm creating a TR for saving the changes for login screen information. Now save it and click on OK. Okay, so now you can see that the changes have been done. Okay, if you see over here in the text in the status bar, document saved as new version. Is it now if you see, now if you want to see a print preview, not print preview, if you want to see a preview how it will be visible on your final screen, okay, the first thing that you can do is that you can there's an option over here, screen output. You can click on the screen output and you will see this is the way it will be. Please excuse me, just 1 minute. Yeah, sorry for the interruption. Okay, so this is the output that will be visible on your initial screen or your login screen. Okay, so now if you want to now see the final output, you can just go into your SAP logon pad and you can double click on the connection. Once you open, can you see the information screen over here? So here you can see here, this is the icon for which we use the tags for. The tag in which you can use the icon, and this is the information. Welcome to the system information. This is your SAP S4 HANA 2020 development system, and SID then you can use your user ID, and then help and support. In case if the user faces any issues, then whom should the user contact? So this is the number for contacting the support, help desk support, and this is the mail ID, it.helpdesk@solidworks.in. So this is the basic information you can share with the user who is logging into the system. Okay. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And this message will be reflecting to every users who log into the system, right?
Yes, it will be reflecting for all the users who will be opening this system.
Okay.
S4D system. This S4D system. Whenever they click on the connection, it will open this screen.
Okay, fine.
Okay. So now, if you come back over here, so we have done this part. Okay, we have done the changes and we have saved the changes. Sorry. Okay. Okay, so here it is. This is pending. This is just for your information. Where I showed you that we can use tags for displaying different icons. So what are the tags? If you want to see what tags are there, so you can click on. You can run this report. You can go in SA38 and you can run this report. RSTX icon. You can run this report. Click on execute. So icons as above, please. So here you can click on execute. Here you will see all the icons. If you want to use this icon, so this is, if you see the code number, just see the first, second, third, fourth, fifth column, the code column. So in this is the code for it. So if you, for example, if you want to show this icon, like for example, this delete icon, the recycle bin icon. So if you see the related code is 11. So what you have to do on that screen, okay, in this screen, if you just click on change, here you have to, inside the @ you have to tag the code with @ sign. So in that @ sign, in between you have to give the 11 number. So if you give the 11 number over here, the user will see the recycle bin icon on that information before that information. So whatever report you want, so sorry, whatever icon you need, you can select from the report, and you can make your welcome screen information as you like it. I think there are lots and lots of icons. Whatever you want, you can make it from here. Okay. Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay, so here is your login screen text. How to configure or how to set your login screen with your informational text for the users who will be logging to that system. Second comes to your logon screen background image. How to set a background image for your login screen. So what is the background? So if you see on the right side over here on this screen, there is a bigger window over here which is blank actually. So what you can do is here you can set some picture in this area related to the company logo, or maybe something related to the project, maybe some information related to the project, anything whichever you want the user to see after they log into the system. Okay, so in this screen, so how can you set a picture in your background screen? So okay, so these are the steps for it. This is 1, 2 and 3. These are the 3 steps. First, what you need to do, you need to add the extensions for the image type. Whatever image you will be importing into the system, whatever picture you will be importing in the system, you need to set the image type for that, or that is your extension. You have to set the extension of that image. Then second, you have to import that image into your SAP database. Then you have to set that background image into a table. Okay, this is the table SSM underscore cost. You have to enter the entry over there. So let us see how we can do that. Okay, the first thing, you need to add the extension for image type. So what you have to do, SMW0. Go into SMW0. Okay, this is for your web repository initial screen. What you have to do over here, binary data for web application, find, execute. So where is this? If you see over here, in this screen, you have to select the second option, binary data for web RFC application. Binary data for web RFC application. Then click on find. So this is, if you see, this is find. Click on find, and again you need to click on execute. After find, just click on execute. So this is the screen that you can see. These are all the you can say images or maybe which are imported into the system. So now when you open this, what you have to do, you have to go into settings. In the menu bar, define MIME types. Settings, define MIME types. On this screen, you have to click on settings in the menu and click on define MIME types, MIME types. Okay, here in this screen, what you have to do, you have to click on create F5. Create, here is the screen, create F5. Click on create. It is asking you for the type and the extension, these two things, the type and extension. The type will be image or JPEG image. The type will be your image or your JPEG image. The extension, these are the extension that you can add for your JPEG images. Star.jpg, star.png. If you have any more thing, you can maybe add it over here. So these are the two options over here, and just click on save. After clicking both of these options, just click on save. So you can see database record successfully created. So we have done creating the extension for that image. Now what we have to do, you have to import that image. So how will you import that image? Again, create, I think from here you need to, no, here I think we have done, it is not shown. You have to come back on this screen. You have to click back twice and you have to come on this screen. Okay, you have to come on this screen over here. In this screen, you have to click on create F5. In this screen, you have to click on create F5. Now it is asking for the object name and description. See, it is asking for the object name and description. The object name will be, you can give any related meaningful name to your object, and just make sure to start with the Z. so that it is, you can in the future you can identify whether this was provided default from SAP standard or it was created by the customer or made by the customer. So you have to give the object name is Z background image. Description, what description I am giving? Company logo. So here I am giving it as company logo. After that, you need to click on, see here it is create FI, then you have to give the following information and then click on import. So here is this icon for importing. Click on import. Once you click on import, it will ask you for the image that you want to import into this, into the database. So let me, I think training reference media operation logo. So I think these are the different logos over here. So let me check. This is one logo. This is the other logo. Okay, so let me select this logo over here. This logo I want to import into my I want to display on my screen over there. Okay, so this is the logo, but I think in this the white portion it will look quite bad on the screen because the background image here it is blue, and if I show a white one, then it will be a quite not so good. So let me select this one, the solitary, the first one. Okay, and you just check for the extension of this image. Okay, it should be either JPEG or PNG. So it is JPG. Okay, so that is okay. It should be either JPG or it should be a .png. So let me copy this image onto my Bayesian host. So I'm copying this image in my Bayesian host in the downloads directory. In the downloads directory, I am pasting it. I think it's better to move this also in the downloads directory. Okay, so here is the image which is now I've copied onto my Bayesian host. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to import this image, libraries, documents, this PC, downloads. So from here I'm going to I'm importing this logo into my database. Allow. Okay, so it is asking for the package and it is already the basis package is already selected. So just click on save, nothing else. Now it is asking you for a TR. If you see, it is taking this last TR because we have not closed on, sorry, we have not released or exported this TR. If you want to add these changes in this same TR, you can click on OK. The changes of this TR will be added into this existing TR. But if you see this, the topic for this, the description for this TR is for login screen information, and the changes which I am saving is for my login screen background image. So it is not recommended to mix the other TRs with some other existing TR. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to create a new TR, create a new TR and give some meaningful name. For example, login screen image. I am giving the name over here as login screen image for the new TR. Click on save. Okay, so it is creating a new TR for login screen image. Again, click on save. So now that image has been imported into my database. If you want to see the image, you need to go at the bottom. Why at the bottom? Because we have named that object as Z, starting with Z. So it will be at the last of the screen. Okay, so here if you see over here, this is the image that we have imported into the database. Okay, so in the import has finished, we created a extension for that image, added an extension, then we imported the image. Now we have to make the changes in the system to instruct the system to display this image at the time of after logging in the login screen. So how we can do that? You need to go into SM30. So here I'm going into /n SM30. In SM30, the table, what is the name of the table? SSM cust. SSM cust table. Click on the SSM cust table. You have to click on maintain because the user already, the table already exists. So no need for creating the table. Just click on maintain. Okay, the table is cross client. Okay. Now this is the table. It contains all these configuration parameters and everything. Okay, name and the value. So here in this, what you need to do is that you need to click on new entries. SSM underscore cus maintain new entries. So go here over, click on new entries. So it will ask you for the new entries or parameter that you want. Okay, then you have to add this parameter. First one is start image. What the start image that you want to display on the screen. So the image will be the name that you have imported that image into. So Z background image. Then resize image, whether you want to resize the image. If you resize, if you click on yes, the image will be resized to occupy all the blank space on the right side. But this is also not okay, because your image will get blurred and stretched. So don't click on resize. Also you can click on hide start image, whether you want to hide the start image. So no, you don't want to hide the start image. Just let's click on no. So these are the three parameters that you need to set into the SSM underscore cus table. After setting this parameter, just click on save. When you click on save, see again it is asking for the TR in which you want to save the request. Now if you see, this TR is a related TR, because this is the same TR which will record the whatever changes you are doing on the login screen. So now you can safely click on the continue button to save the changes into the same this TR log on screen image TR. So I'm clicking on OK. Okay, so now this information has been saved in the same TR in which it recorded the previous import image information. So this is also done. Now just click on done. So this part we have configured the logon screen background image. Now how to test it? How can you check whether that everything is okay or not? See, when you come to the main screen, you cannot see any information over here. So please log out from the system and log in again, re-log in into the system. Now can you see the image on the right side? This is the image that we have put over here. Is it clear with everyone?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can create an image. If you okay, one thing, this image doesn't look so, you can say, professional. The reason is that because the background color here, it is light blue and the image has a background color of say white. So it to so make a clear image, more graphical, more like you can say high resolution, you need to, I think you will have to contact the designer of the company and anything. And what he will do, he will either make the background of this image or logo as a transparent, or what you can ask him, that you can ask him to make the background same as the background color of this easy access screen. So what he will do, he will change this white color into the same color which is there for this screen, light blue. So next time when you add this image in the screen, so it will look quite easy and it will look quite good and attractive. Okay, and even if you see, the resolution of the screen is not that good. So if for like having a image on your login screen, you can contact you can get a help of this designer and all, and you can get this image edited or modified. Yes, that point clear? Yes, everyone.
Yes, that is clear.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so now let us move to the next option, which is SSL certificates. Okay, how to add SSL certificates into your system. See, now what happens when you install an SAP or SAP system? Okay, the users, not the user, the customer will connect, or sorry, the users will connect to the SAP system through various methods. One of the methods is SAP GUI, and the other method which they use will be through coming from HTTP traffic or using HTML tags, HTML pages, and through HTTP interface. So when you connect to HTTP interface, see, so normally what happens, you cannot directly connect to the application. It will not give you exclusive access to the system and resources. What it will do, before you can log in into that web page or the portal, it will try to identify your SSL certificate. only if your SSL certificate is identified and it is like it is verified that the SSL certificate is correct, then only we'll get a screen where it will not show you whether there is some problem with this SSL certificate and all. Let me try to open any web page from here to show you what exactly I am talking about. Okay, for example, if I try to open this okay, it is not giving any error over here. SAP support.sap.com. Here also you're not getting any error for the certificate. The reason is that because these are all identified and they're all standard websites and all. They all have made the provision and they have attached their certificate to the URL. I think if you see somewhere over here, you will find that the certificate for this URL is already provided by the ISP or the domain the one who is hosting this website. Cross-site tracking content had not working. So actually, this is your providing any SAP certificate is not required. I'm not getting any option where I can show you for any site which asks for your certificate. It gives you an error that the certificate is not installed. None it is giving me this error. Enable tracking production standard. Let me try to okay, let me check my phone. Right now I'm not recalling any website which if you open, do any of you have any idea if you can open any website where it gives you that certificate error?
No, yeah, that is
So right now I don't remember, because normally if you have this SAP system, if you try to connect to this SAP system through any browser, okay, it will give you an certificate error. And I'm not recalling any link from where I can get this.
You mean the certificates where we can download certificates, or
No, the error, the certificate error. Since if you're connecting to any website, okay, and the system, your system cannot identify that website, so it will give you a certificate error. Okay, so what you need to do is that you need to install that certificate, maybe the root certificate onto your system PC. You need to install the root certificate into your PC, and the next time when you try to open that link, it will not give you an certificate error. Do you get it? Let me, okay, I think I remember one thing over here. Let me go over here in my application system. Let me log in with the root user cd/tmp, no, not tmp, sorry, packages, in the /packages swpm. Let me go into the swpm, okay, and let me run the SAP inst. Okay, this we executed this last time when we were installing the application server. So let me click on SAP inst. Okay, so if you see, it has given you one link over here. Let me open this link in your system, in our system. Oh, sorry. Now when I'm opening this link over here, okay, no, let me click on cancel. No, I think last time, the first time when I tried to log in, it was giving an error, I think something. Okay, no issue, it is not giving any error. Okay, let me see if I recall it. Then I will show you too, or maybe in the next class I will try to find about any time if you can see any kind of like certificate error.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, so this is done. Okay, so now what happens? You need to install the root certificate for those certificate authority servers who have signed those certificates. Okay, a simple example, for example, my company is Solutrix. Sorry, I have a domain by the name as solutrix.in. I have hosted one like a web page, or I have hosted one website. I have hosted one website on my domain www.solutrix.in. Okay, now when any customer or tries to access this website, okay, when any customer tries to access this website, he will get a certificate error, because that system, because this domain is not signed. Okay, this domain is not signed by any certificate authority. So what you can, to remove that certificate error, what I can do is that I can go to some you can say the domain provider. You can go to your domain provider. You can also to go to your cloud service provider, and you can request a certificate, SSL certificate for your domain. Okay, for example, if you are AWS, so in case of AWS, if you want to, I want to get a certificate for my solutrix.in domain. So what I will do, I can go into over here. I don't remember the name of that service. I think it was something 30. Okay, a app service certificate. This is the, I think this is the real. So if you see over here, no app service certificate to display. Say for example, if you create a new certificate, when you create a new certificate, it means you are requesting for a SSL certificate. So what you can do is, in which resource group. Okay, for example, in which resource group I want to create. Now here is your scope standard. If you create a standards, if you want a standard certificate, you will be charged $70 per year. Okay, it can be used with one domain. Okay, you will be charged $70. Okay, $70, I think it is approximately 5,000 to 6,000 rupees something. Okay, or if you want to use a wildcard, so if you use for standard, you can, for example, you can only use, for example, you register www.solutrix.in. Now whenever you are trying to open this domain, it will not show you a certificate error, because this domain has been SSL signed. But in case if you open something else, for example, instead of www.solutrix.in, I'm opening sap.solutrix.in. Okay, I'm using a subdomain. I'm using a different subdomain. Once you use a different subdomain, that previous certificate will not work for this domain. So what you can do is that you can go for a wildcard SSL certificate. What is the wildcard? For example, star.solutrix.in. Now, in this case, whatever name I try to use within this domain, solitudes.in, it will not give an error. For example, I can use for my host also. For example, I can use s4hdev1. This is the host name for my application server. So s4hdev1.solutrix.in. if I try to open this in my URL, I will not get any certificate error, because why? I am using the wildcard certificate. So I can use something like fiori.solutrix.in, sap.solutrix.in, and for example delivery.solutrix.in, any kind of name within the any kind of subdomain within my solutrix.in. So this, the charges for this wildcard certificate is $300. That is approximately 22,500 per year. Okay, you can give the domain name over here, example.com, certificate name that you want for the certificate. Once you create this certificate, you will be charged that amount and you will get the SSL certificate. Now, how does that SSL certificate look like? So if you come over here, okay, so if I see here are the certificates. So if you see, these are the certificates. Okay, if you double click on it, you can see these are the certificates, type of certificates over here. It will show you it is issued to this Baltimore Cyber Trust root. It is issued by the Baltimore Cyber Trust root, and it is valid. What is the validity? 2000 to 2025. These are the certificates which is there. So you will get a certificate like this. But the certificates which I'm showing you in this list, these are not domain certificate. These are not for these are root certificates. Okay, these are the certificates of the certificate authority servers who will be issuing certificates for your domain. For example, in this case over here, if I'm requesting a certificate from Microsoft Azure, so I will also need an Azure CA certificate, or certification authority root certificate, which I need to install on my application server, so that whatever if any user is accessing that URL, for example s4hdev1.solutrix.in, so this if that root certificate is installed in my SAP application server, so the end user can identify, okay, this URL is assigned by this certificate, so it will not give you any certificate error. Is that clear?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think I need some more description over here to show you how exactly it works. But right now I don't have next time I will try to prepare on something on this and how to show you practically what happens and what is it. So right now what we are going to do is that we are going to go into in the system, and we have to install, you have to import these root certificates. You have to install these root certificates inside your SAP system. Okay, so once you install these root certificates, most of the sites which are accessed by your application server. Okay, in a simple example is support.sap.com. This website support.sap.com, it is accessed by your, for example, S-Note T code. When you run an S-Note T code, if you try to download any SAP note, it will go and it will access this URL support.sap.com, or also it will go into download.sap.com or note download something. There are 3-4 URLs. So SAP tries to connect to the system and try to download the notes from there. But if these certificates are not installed, okay, because one of these root servers, they have signed the certificate for the URL support.sap.com. If it is not, if you have not installed the certificate and someone tries to access support.sap.com, the user will the system will get a certificate error. Okay, and you will not be able to connect to that system. Is it clear?
Yes.
I think let me try. I'm not sure whether I'll be able to show you. Let me see if I can reproduce this issue. Let me create a connection, HTTP. Let me create an HTTP connection, and let the name of this connection be like HTTP or certificate test. Test underscore cert. The type of will be RFC connection to external, HTTP connection to ABAP system, HTTP connection to external server. So I'm connecting to an external server. Okay, now if you see over here, description, Leave it over here. I'm connecting to the host, for example, support.sap.com. I'm connecting to this host, support.sap.com, and the port number, I think it will be 443. Okay, the HTTPS port, path prefix and all. I think let me just save it. I've saved the destination. Let me try to do a connection test. Okay, client connection. This broken with 130 bytes 0 seconds ago. No, I think broken with this. I need some more information, maybe something to put over here in the path prefix. Okay, let me check. I'll just try to get next time. I'll try to get this information. So normally, what happens? You try to connect to any external system from here. You are trying to connect. I had this information from one of my customers. Mm-hmm. Okay, like we'll do one thing. We'll take a break of 10-15 minutes and we'll continue after that. And by the time in this break, I will try to get some more information on how to check this. Is it okay with everyone?
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. Yeah. See you after 15 minutes.
Okay.
Yes. Is my screen visible?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so yes, so we were discussing this topic about this SSL certificate. So actually, I found one of the RFC in the system itself. You don't have to go anywhere, go far from this. Just come into SM59 in your HTTP connections to external server. Okay, you will find these two RFC connections. These are for, one is for the AWS EC2. Okay, and the second one is for AWS EC S3 bucket. Okay, so this is for the VMs, I think instances, EC2 instance. This is for the S3 storage bucket. Okay, these are created so that your SAP system can directly communicate with any other AWS VM instance or to another S3 bucket. If you open this RFC connection and try to do a connection test, see what you get over here is that SSL handshake with Amazon aws.amazon.com 443 failed. SSL client certificate untrusted. When the SAP system is trying to connect to this system, aws.amazon.com, it is showing, it is telling that the client certificate is untrusted and it is not allowing it to and the connection is getting failed. Client verification failed certificate, and it is not allowing you to go any further. Failed to verify peer certificate. So this is a very good example, and you don't have to do anything to reproduce this issue. It is there in the system itself, so you can see the certificate error. So now what we can do to remove this error? Okay, so now here test RFC connection SM59. You can go into the CSI AWS and utilities test connection. Actually, it is under HTTPS connections to external server. HTTP connections to external server. In case somebody doesn't get confused after. Okay, so you have to, in SM59, you have to select HTTP connection to external server. Then you need to select this one, CSI AWS EC2. Then EC2, then you need to do a connection test. So it is directly over here, connection test. I think no need to go into utilities and all. Directly on the screen, you can find this connection test control plus F3. Control plus F6. It is control plus F6. Utilities connection test control plus F6. Okay, that's it. So when you do a connection test, you get the certificate error. So now what we are going to do is that after this test, now you need to go into your another T code. You have to go into S trust. So this is where you need to go into. Okay, so come in the S trust record. Okay, this is the S trust record. What you have to do over here, change. First go into the change mode. Right now it is not in the change mode. You can see most of the things are disabled. So click on the change option, click on change, and it will change to change. So you can see this icon getting highlighted. If I again go into the display mode, you can see this icon has gone, this icon has been disabled. So again when I click on change, this has been enabled. So it means now I'm in the change mode. After going into the change mode, click on SSL client standard. From here you need to click on SSL client, SSL client standard. This is what you need to click. Don't click on SSL server standard, SSL client, SSL client, SSL client standard. Let me give the exact, don't want anyone to get confused afterwards. Give me the exact name. SSL first client is with a small c. Okay, so SSL client, then again SSL client standard, SSL client standard. So here it is. You just have to right click on it, on this option SSL client, SSL client. You just need to right click. So you have to right click on it. SSL stat, right click on it and click on create. When you click on create, you get this option. Just click on OK, continue. Nothing, no changes. Okay, so you can see now this PSC has been created. What you have done right now is you have created a PSC, personal security. I think it is personal security environment. Personal security environment. So just excuse me for 1 minute. So yeah, sorry for the interruption. Okay, so where were we? We went into there, we created a PSC. We went into S Trust and we created a PSC for SSL client, SSL client standard. We created a PSC, continue enter, and then afterwards what you need to do is that import certificate. The second step is to import the certificates. Okay, so one by one we will be importing the certificate. Okay, so these are the common certificate, these are the common root servers which signs most of the certificate required for SAP URLs. So these are the common, you can say these are the common root servers. These are the common root servers who signed SAP's URLs. The simple example which I gave you, that for example, if I want to get my SSL, if I want to get a SSL certificate from my domain solutrix.in, I can go to Microsoft Azure and I can register there and I can get a certificate for that. Obviously, I have to pay for that. Similarly, you can also go into AWS. If you have an account in AWS, you can get it registered from AWS. Otherwise, these are the different other root servers from where you can get the SSL certificate signed. Okay, now we have other, I have added some more root servers. 1, 2, these are the 4 additional root servers for Amazon. Okay, so along with these certificates, I will also install the certificate for Amazon root server, so that RFC connection for which we are getting a failure for certificate not able to recognize the certificate, after installing this Amazon's root CA certificate, root certificate, it should be able to do that. Okay, so let us start now. We start with, so now I created the PSC creation is done. Now let me start importing. So what you are going to do here, on this server, double click on the PSC, Okay, now if you double click on the PSC, come over here. Here you can see here, this is the icon for import certificate. Click on the import certificate. It will ask you the path for the certificate. I am giving the path for, okay, I have not copied the certificates yet. So let me copy all these certificates. So I'm directly copying it to my downloads folder. Okay, so now downloads folder. Now when I click over it, I click on the certificates. Now let me first import my CA1, Amazon CA1. Click on OK. Okay, it is asking you, we want to allow for the, click on allow. Now you can see the certificate details over here. This is the subject of the certificate. This is an alternate. This is the issuer. This is the serial number in the hexadecimal hexa. This is in decimal. This is from valid from. This is valid up to. Okay, algorithm for the encryption and the keys and all the details for the certificate is over here, but it is still not imported into your PSC. You have to import this certificate in the PSC. We have just loaded the certificate. If I want to import it, what you have to do is that add to certificate list. So after clicking on import, certificates, add the certificate, add to certificate list. So this is the step. You need to add the certificate to your certificate list. Now I'm clicking on, see right now this, if you see this section over here, certificate list, this is a certificate list, it is blank. Now I am clicking on add to certificate list. Once I click on add to certificate list, I can see my CA1 certificate added in the list. Do you get everyone? Is it clear? Now I can save it. It's up to you. You can load all the certificates one by one and then save at the final step up before exiting, or you can save one by one after importing the root certificate. Now let me go and test my SM59 whether, what about those RST connection, whether it is still giving any issue or not. So this is my certificate. Let me go and click on connection test. Do you see any change over here? It is taking some time. Last time it directly gave an certificate SSL handshake error. No, so still it is not, it is giving error. Let me now go back and import the other certificates also. So here I imported CA1. Let me go over here, click on import, browse for CA2. Okay, click on OK, allow. So here you can see the CA2 certificate subject line. Just click on add to certificate list. So now you can see 2 CS certificates have been imported. Let me save it. Let me again see if that tries to connect with it. No, it's still not, is not able to connect. Let me again go back, go in the, okay, again import, browse. Let me now check for the third CS certificate. Okay, allow. So this is the third CS certificate. Click on import, add to a certificate list, 3 certificate in the list. Click on save. Okay, now let me go and check. No, still the same error. Now we have one last root certificate. Click on import, browse. Hello, this is the CS number 4. Now click on add to certificate list. Verification, certificate list done. Save it. Okay, now again let me try to check. No, still it is giving the same error. I will do one thing. I'll just come out from all of this. Come out from this screen also. Okay. Let me again go into S-Trust and check everything is okay. So in my year, I can see all the 4. There was some mistake. Okay, actually we added all the certificate in year in the system PSC, which is not that we are looking for. Click on the change mode, select the 4th one, and you can directly delete it from here. This is the option to delete the certificate. Delete, 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 and delete. Okay, now we have deleted everything. Just save it. You have to double click on this one. This is the one for your SSL client standard certificate. Here you need to click on import, browse, go for the CA1, okay, allow, okay, and then click on add to certificate list, save. Okay, if you see over here SSL, can you see the status? SSL PSC was saved, ICM was notified, internet connection manager was notified. Now let me go and check for the SM59 connection. I'm going over in the HTTP connection, CSA. Can you see the difference now? Yes, everyone. Yes, anybody there or not? Hello.
Yes.
Okay, finally someone is there. I thought I was only talking to myself. Okay, so here you can see that after installing the certificate, I was able to run the connection test successfully. Before it was not allowing. Okay, till now I only installed only one certificate and was able to verify the certificate. Now if let me open for the S3, open it for S3 and do the connection test. See here also the connection test was successful. So only adding one certificate in the certificate list, I was able to verify the two of my RSC connections. So this is how the certificate works. Okay, so there are other certificates also here in this list. So these are for your Amazon root CS servers. So this is especially in case if you are working or if your systems are in an Amazon environment landscape, Amazon cloud. So it is better for you to install all these certificates by default in your S-Trust, so that in the future you don't come across any kind of interruption. Maybe some user, some person is trying to connect to some your system, some API gateway from AWS or from some load balancer or many other things. So in this case, they will not get an certificate error in the future. So it is better to install all the root certificate. Also, you can install all these CA certificates for your SAP side. Okay, because SAP server also connects to many of your URLs like something on demand.sap, sap.ondemand.com, then your CP cloud platform integration URL, then your marketing, for example, SAP marketing URL, maybe a success factor URLs, and then Ariba URL. Or you might have RST connections connecting to these platforms. So for this, to avoid the this certificate error, you can by default, because see, this doesn't give any harm in installing all these CA server certificates in advance. So as a good practice, after a successful installation, you can go and you can install the this. I think I would recommend you to install this, at least this certificates, 1 2 3 4 5 certificates in your SAP system, so that you don't face any issue with any of the future URLs or from SAP side. Okay, so we have already installed root server CA1, and I don't think we need.
Why do we need these many certificates, Madhav?
See, it depends. See, now I gave you an example for my URL solutrix.in. Okay. Now I did the if I for example, I'm hosting my environment, my systems on Azure cloud. So I will get it registered from Azure. This part clear?
Yeah.
Okay, so now I have done some integration of my website with my SAP system. Now users are trying to connect, or maybe the application server is trying to connect to my website or trying to connect to my web page. Now when I'm connecting to web page, the certificate was signed by Microsoft Azure. Okay, the certificate was signed by Azure root server. Now when the SAP server tries to connect to that portal or that URL, it will get a certificate error because it doesn't has the root CA server to identify, to verify whether the certificate which you came with this solutrix.in URL, whether it is authentic or not. So how will you authenticate this certificate? So for that I have to install the Azure root server certificate on my SAP server. Okay, so there is some kind of algorithm, there is some kind of key, there is a key in that root CA server certificate. When when the SAP server tries to connect my web page solutrix.in, it will get the client certificate. When it gets the client certificate, it will try to get the key from my this one key from my root Azure root CA certificate, and it will try to verify whether the key matches or not. Once the key matches, then it will identify, okay, this is an authentic URL or a website or a portal, and it will allow access, or it will allow access to communicate between this SAP server and your this website. Do you get my point over here?
Yeah.
So to authenticate this is the required thing. So I will not try to install all the 4 roots here. If it can be done in one certificate, then what the need for 4? Okay, so let me come over here. So here in the system, so I am installing the first one. Let me delete all the other ones and make this one as a root CA. Okay. So I copied it from here. Okay, so next time I will just copy it from here. Okay. Okay, so I have installed one. So let me go one by one, install the other certificates also. So next is your Baltimore. So let me again come down, click on this import certificate, browse for the Baltimore. But this is the Baltimore Cyber Trust root. Baltimore Cyber Trust root. Okay, click on the open. Click on OK. Click on allow. Okay, you can see the details over here. These are the details. This is all the details, the hexadecimal number, and this is the algorithm used for this, and this is the checksum of this certificate, whether this certificate is correct or not, or whether it was like hampered, or you can say it was like somebody messed with this certificate. So this certificate is tested from the portal of this Baltimore website, whether this certificate which you are installing in SAP server is proper or not. Okay, so now I'm clicking on import. So now I imported the Baltimore certificate. Again, click on import. Okay, next one is your DGCert Global CA, DGCert Global CA, import, allow. Okay, now it has come. Click on add to the import list. Again, click on import G2. The next one is G2, DGCert Global Root G2. Okay, allow. So now click on add to certificate list. So we have installed 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now install the DGCert High. Okay. DigiCert High Assurance EV. Okay, this is the certificate. Okay, click on OK. Allow. Okay, so you have installed 5, 1, 2, 3. Okay, no, it is click on the add to certificate list. So now we have installed 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now again, last one, VeriSign. Click on import, browse, VeriSign. Okay, allow, and click on add to certificate list. So we have installed five root CS servers, root certificates, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the 6th one. Everything done. Just click on save. Once you click on save, you will get the message SSLP was saved and ICM was notified. Is this clear with everyone? Any confusion, any doubt? Yes.
Yeah, all good.
Anyone else having any doubt or any kind of like confusion? Yes.
Let
Yes.
give me the time, okay, to review the video, and after I will come.
Okay, no problem. If you have any doubt, you can ask and you can drop a message in the group, or also
Okay.
you can in the next class you can ask about your doubt.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, let me actually for this topic, I think I was a little not prepared for this topic. So, but let me just give you again a small clarification about this. What is it? So you should understand the requirement. What is the requirement? Now, what happens when your SAP system wants to connect to any external system? Okay, it cannot directly blindly connect to the external system and exchange data between the external system. Okay, before exchanging the data with the external system, it has to go through a process of a verification whether that external system which is connecting to your SAP system, whether it is genuine or not. How will you do this? So for this function, for this thing, there's a something called as your certificate verification. Now when there's a request going outside to your external system, the external system will send its certificate to the server. The server will then verify this certificate depending on who signed that certificate. Okay, depending that who signed that certificate, it doesn't mean that if I've installed all these 6 certificates in my SAP system, now I will not get any certificate error. For example, now your system, like you're trying to connect to any other, say for example you want to integrate an SMS sending option from your SAP system. Okay, you have an option for sending SMS for kind of anything or alert or anything of this. The system will send an SMS to your external system. Now how the system is going to send an SMS to an external mobile? Okay, it cannot, the SAP system will cannot go and directly send the SMS to the number 9029983998. No, what it will do, it will, for example, it will need an SMS gateway. So you have to get a service from that SMS gateway. For example, your service provider is Airtel. You have to approach Airtel, tell them that we need an service to send SMS. Airtel will give you the details about the SMS gateway. You have to add this SMS gateway into your SAP system. Now when that program will trigger an SMS, that SMS will go to your Airtel website. Airtel website needs to authenticate whether it is coming from the correct link or not. Okay, and then when Airtel authenticates, okay, this is a authentic request, then it will send or it will forward that SMS to the final mobile user who is it addressed to. So for Airtel and the SAP system to identify each other, Airtel will share its client certificate with your with you. What you need to do is that you need to install that client certificate in your S-Trust. You have to install the client certificate in your S-Trust certificate list, and when only after this request is there in the list, and when at the time of the next connection request, then Airtel will send that information. Your SAP server will authenticate, verify whether it is the correct URL or correct system or not through the certificate. And once it is authenticates or identifies it, then only it will send that information to the SAP portal. SAP portal will forward that text SMS text to the mobile user. Am I clear on this part? What is the need for an certificate authentication and how exactly it is done?
Yes.
Okay. Just give me 5 minutes. I'm got continuous talking and I've got exhausted. Okay, so this was done. I think we are done with the SSL certificates. Okay. Now the next thing is your language pack. How to install a language pack in your system. Okay, so just for your information, by default in your SAP system, 2 languages are by default installed in it. Okay, so by default, when you install, you use the English language. How to identify which language you have login with or you are logging to? Okay, so now for example, when you open the connection, when you open any connection to log into the system, okay, you must have identified this field over here. This is the language, the default language by which you can log into your system. So by default it is English. Okay, in case if you want to log in with a different language. Okay, so as I said, by default in your SAP system, there are 2 languages installed by default. One is the English and second is the German language, which is called as the douche language. So you can also giving you this, and I click on enter. See, I'm logged in into the system using, if can you see the text over here? If you can read the text over here on the screen. So this text is actually in German language. This text, so now I have changed my login language. I have changed the login language from my initial screen to DU, and now it is logged into my EU. Now you just click on the center and click on OK. So here, if you see all this word, everything is now you can see it's given in German language. Okay, now if I go into some screen SM50, you will see that most of the headings and most of the content are in the German language. Can you see over here? This most of the things are in the German language. So this is the way how I've changed my language, and how to identify how many languages have been installed into my system. You can just go into SMLT. Go into SMLT and you can see how many languages are installed into your system. So you can see imports packages. So English language has been imported successfully, and the Deutsch or the German language has been imported successfully in this system. So only 2 languages are installed. So now you can install the language. Yeah, sorry for the interruption. Just give me 1 minute. Yeah, hi, sorry for the interruption. Okay, so now what we are going to do, we are going to install a new language into the system. We are going to install a new language into our SAP application server. So from running SMLT, I have identified there are only two languages installed in my application server. So now how to install a third language? The first thing that you need to install a third language is the package. Is the package, software package for that language. How you can get that package from the language? You need to go to the support.sap and you need to go into the software center. You have to go into the software center. Yeah, is everybody with me?
Yeah.
Okay, so now I've come into the download center. You can go into alphabetical order. I will go into S for HANA. So now I'm going into like S for HANA. Here, if you scroll down. Okay, now if you scroll down over here, now I can S4 HANA. So here is the category for S4 HANA. Here there are different. So we have installed S4 HANA 2020. See, language packages are dependent on the version. You cannot install one language package either on 2020 or on 2021. Both of them have the different language packages. So I'm going into 2020. And here if you click on automated download, not upgrade, installation, automated download, you have to go into this section, installation, automated download. When you come over here, now if you see over here, see all these lang packages. These are the language packages. These are the packages for your language. This is for the Deutsch language. En is for the English language. Okay, then if you let me search for, no, I cannot change it or okay, or what I can do is that I can go for this up till the lang. I can click over, I can click on search for these packages. So these are all the packages. The first one is the Deutsch German language, then your English language, then AR is for the Arabic language. Okay, then you have the BG. I'm not sure which language is BG. Then you have CA, CS, DA, EL, ES. These are the different languages. I think there are around 40 languages, I think, available for you. Okay, you can see over here the result, 39 results found. So there are 39 language pack available for your application server. Okay, some languages are understandable and some I need. I think this one is for your UK or what is it? And this one is for Russian. This is for Russian. This is for Japanese. This is for Japanese. Then maybe somewhere there will be your CN for Chinese also. You might have CN or something for Chinese. So these are the languages pack which are available. So what I'm going to do is that we are going to install the Arabic language pack for our system. Okay, the German and English is already installed. We are going to install a Arabic language pack. So that is it. So you need to download this package. After downloading this package on your Bayesian host, you need to copy it into your S4 HANA application server. You have to extract it there. Okay, these are the basic steps. But now what we have done is that last time when you downloaded the application, for example, in your system, if you go into PKGS, if you see over here, last time when we downloaded all the application packages, we also downloaded the language pack also for Arabic language. This is the language pack for Arabic language. We have already downloaded it into our application server. Okay, so next step, we don't have to go to download it from your system. What you have to do is just have to extract that package. We have to extract the package. So this is a command for extracting this package under PKGS, and we are extracting it under USR SAP trans EPS in. Okay, we are using this command to extract this package in USR SAP trans EPS in. If you see /ls/usr SAP trans EPS in, so it is empty. So now from this PKGS location, I'm extracting this package. Okay, here I'm extracting this package. So you can just mark it as wait for some time. Okay, so it has extracted. Now if you check the same content, now if you see and go for the same ETS import 6, so you can see 2 files have been extracted in that location. Yeah, 2 files have been extracted. The extraction is done, completed. Now second, what you have to do, you have to add this language and you have to run this report rscp-inst, and you have to from SA38, and you have to add this language in the system. You are not importing this language, you are just adding it in the list system. So you need to go into SA38, run this report rscp inst. Okay, execute this report. This is the, so here you can see there are 2 languages already installed in the system, English and Deutsch. Now what you're going to do, execute add language. Okay, after executing, coming on the screen, now you're going to click on add language. So where is it? Add language. Click on add language, then you need to select AR. Now just try to select AR Arabic Saudi Arabia, because there are different variations of this language. Okay, because if you come under AR, you will see many other. See, you can see these are all the variations for your Arabic, for the Arabic language. Okay, so we are going to select this language, this language, Saudi Arabia, Arabic Saudi Arabia. So double click and select it. Okay, sorry, I think you need to select this language, AR Arabic Saudi Arabia. Click on select. So you can see language AR selected through the this configuration. Again, click on OK. Now you can see the language in the list, but it is still not like say imported in the system. Select AR. Okay, now you need to activate this configuration. AR, select the Arabic language, select the AR, select it, activate configuration F5. So here you can see over here, activate configuration F5. Click on it. Do you want to activate the new configuration? Yes. So we have made a changes. We have added a new language in the configuration and we want to activate this configuration. Yes. So now it is activating the configuration, and you can see it has successfully activated the configuration. No error message, nothing. Just click on OK. So this part is done now. You have successfully added the language and activated the configuration. Now what you are going to do? Now you are going to do the main part of importing the language. And it takes quite a time. Maybe it depends on the language pack or that on your system capacity also, but it takes around 3 to 4 hours for importing the language. So for this, you need to go into SMLT. Go into SMLT. From SMLT, what you need to do, classify language F5. So here if you go language, so classify language F5, click over it. And now you have to select the language. Click on the language. You can select the language, Arabic language, Arabic supplementation language. So here you have to provide the supplementation language. Why supplementation language? See, none of the language pack that you are going to install will have 100% of the translation. So normally what happens when you install a language pack, whatever texts are there in your application server, these are translated into those language. Okay, for example, when we are installing this Arabic language, all the screen, all the text which are there in any of the screen, all the error messages, everything which are there in the screen, it is translated into that language. And it is not possible to translate 100% of the language from English or Deutsch to any other language. So what here we have that, in case if you come across some screen or some information or some text which was not transported into Arabic language, so instead of like not showing you that content, what you can do, you can select a supplementation language. So in that scenario, whichever text were not translated to the Arabic language, it will show in the English, it will show in the language that you selected for supplementation. So here I am selecting the English language. It means any of the text Okay, so I selected the English language. So in any of the screen or text where it is no doesn't find the translation for Arabic, it will show in English language. Uh, Everyone clear in this part about the supplementation language?
Yes.
Okay, so now let me save this. After getting it, making these changes, click on the save button. Okay, do you you can only specify a supplementation language once. Okay, you can only mention it once. So just click on yes, because there is no option. There is only English and German. So until and unless you are more comfortable on German language than English, then you can select German language. So click on yes. Language key AR successfully saved. Okay. So now you can see the Arabic language, but you don't see any details over here. See, you can see a drop down for English and German, but there is no drop down for Arabic because it has not been imported in the system yet. Okay, so now after these changes, after supplementation language saving, now you can go into select the Arabic language. I'm selected the Arabic language, import package. Now click on, see there is an option over here to import package. Okay, here is the option. So click on import package. Here in this screen, you have to select on find package. Come over here, find package. So there is a button for find package. Click on the find. See, it can find the package. Why did it find the package? Because we have already downloaded the package, copied it into the application server and extracted into the EPS inbox directory. Okay, the EPS/IN stands for inbox. So we have already extracted that package in the inbox directory. So it was easily, the system was easily able to find that package. So here you can see it was able to find that package, and there is no issue with the package. Everything is the package is like intact, and it is not corrupted or anything inconsistent. So after selecting finding the package, select the package. Select this package. Okay, and then click on execute. After selecting it, click on execute. So it will ask you import package this into the system. Click on yes. Once you click on yes, it's giving a message import scheduled. So it has started the import into the system. Okay, so it has started the import. Now you can see a drop down menu. Here you can see import packages, but it is still not green status. Again, when you click on it, now you will say it has started the upload. You can see the truck icon. So it has started the import of this in the system. You can see different. See, this is the transport logs. You can click on the transport logs and you can see the details over here. Also, you can click on this job information in case if there is a background job. Okay, this is the job which is running in the system for your implement SAP language import AR. Okay, this is the job. If you want to check the job log, you can click on the job log. You can see the details. So the job has already finished successfully. The job has already finished. There is no issue with the job. So there is no more further thing. Then also you can come and you can check the action log. So this is the action log, what it is doing right now. So it is control pass to TP R3 trans. So now the TP and R3 trans utility binary, they are now doing the import of the language in the system database. Then again restart. If in case if you want to restart this import, and then last one is detail information. You can click on the detail information. You'll get this information over here. Okay, but I don't find this information over here quite. I find it quite confusing. I found a simple way, like you can monitor from your command line to check the import of your language. How can you do that? You can come on the command line, and here you can just run this script or this command over here. Okay, so actually this has to be run by the root user, not by the SID admin user. So run it over here. So you can see the output over here. This is the output of this script. So what is giving you? This is giving you the content of this directory. Okay, USR SAP trans log directory. You can see all the log files over here, and it has arranged it by your time. It has arranged it to your time stamp. So on the top you'll find the latest files, and on the bottom you'll find the files which are older than that. Now here it is, see this icon, the star icon is showing you all the files in this directory. This icon is showing you the content of this file. It is showing you the latest content of this file. It is running a tail command on this file. So any changes here, you will notify, will get notice over here. Again, this command, you can see it is showing the content of this file. It is showing you the content of this system log, and this is actually your action log file. So these two, this output is for your system log, and this output is tracking your action log. Nothing is happening on the log side, but if you see on the TMP side, your TM directory, you can see there are many changes being doing in your TMP temp side. So this is the file over here for inside your TMP directory, which is now currently being written. So what you need to do is you just need to monitor the system, like what is it happening. If the TMC stops, then this part will become active. This part will start getting update frequently. So am I clear with this? Any doubt, any queries on this? So I started the import, and now I'm in the monitoring phase.
Okay, Muzaffar, this part is clear, but
Okay.
I want to know if it is if we have the possibility to import more language.
You can import all the languages. You can import all the 39 languages which are available for you. So not 39, because 2 are already imported. 2 are already imported in the system, so you can install the additional 37 language into your system. You only have to check for two things. One thing, you should have enough space in the database. It should not be like that your database, your data volume, okay, slash HANA slash data, that volume might be having only like limited space, 10 GB free space, 20 GB free space. Okay, so you should have enough space. I will recommend for you at least going for like 100 GB of free space, in case if you are importing all the languages, just for your information. So one is the disk space, second is the resources. If you import all the language at the same time, your system utilization will get high. So don't import all these languages at one time in any critical system at a non-peak hour, at a peak hours, because your system might get slow. Is that clear?
Okay, okay.
Okay, so now we have importing. So now we it will take a lot of time. Maybe I think 2 or 3 hours for importing this language inside your system. Okay, after it is imported, when you come on the screen, if you when you refresh it, so you will see that instead of this showing the import icon, it will change to something like this. It will say you will get the green icon over here. You will also get this green imported successful icon over here. It means that your language has been imported successfully in your system. And after that, maybe next time when we take the class on the next Saturday, then I will show you that when I try to log in into the system with the Arabic language, I will be successfully able to log in with the new language. And when you see any other screens and information on there on it, you will find that all of them are in the Arabic language. Okay, you can see it is moving up. There are many changes over here in the TMP system. And if you see the package, the name of this file, SAP HLR, it is actually related to the Arabic language. AR, it is for your Arabic language. Arabic and 2020. This is for the 2020 package S4H, and this is this. Okay, is it clear with everyone? Okay, yes, everyone, any doubts and queries? Yeah, anybody there? Okay, no problem. Then I think it's enough for today. We'll meet in the next class and we'll continue from there. Okay. Yeah, see you everyone.
Thank you.
Yeah, goodbye. Goodbye. See you.
Goodbye. Thank you.